Sounds like. I heard that temple gong amid their padding footfalls upon polished stone and old wood. I listened as the peaceful church bells tolled out once more with the coming of the evening. The mystic loon calls carried from far out across the northern lake, honoring that long June twilight. Their meditative chanting briefly revealed a place where I had always hoped to remain. An eagle cried out from impossibly far above my thoughts in that deep blue mountain sky. The wind spoke through the pines and then went off, sighing to itself among the aspen. For hours I listened as the entire world made music there upon that one tiny creek. I felt so safe as the warm evening rain tinkled softly down upon that old metal roof. I spaced my thoughts between the bird calls, and so they came and went. The distant thunder rolled across and away in echoes, one peal cascading upon another. All during the night, the peaceful sea took a restful breath with each single wave. Their music carried me to a place where I just wished that I might someday remain. Wolves howled in cold and lonely wonder at the mystery that stood their coats on edge. Fingers scraped the strings between the beautiful chords they strung together like pearls. I heard nothing but my own footfalls for such a long time, so far out on that empty trail. Their roosters began calling just before the dawn, helping to set me on my way once more. Huge branches creaked above me as those giant sequoias stretched up for the coming rain. Familiar elder voices carried gently up the wooden stairs, and I fell securely into a good sleep. That wind chime bore a message about something that I felt I should have always known. The simple croaking of those wet green frogs briefly made everything seem all right again. I found the white noise of the waterfall once more, carried along within that giant crowd. The roar of my own heavy breathing filled my ears where the way was long and steep. In that Apache sandstone, the wind drifted and eddied as ancient shadows came and went. The rich timbre of her voice lingered in my memory and often came to me in dreams. Our crackling fire brought a deep sense of well-being despite the vast surrounding darkness. I passed long hours to the purring of that calico cat who rolled on the wool blanket in my lap. After my escape, I noticed the internal deafness caused by always having to shout out my thoughts. The soft sound of snowflakes upon my cap, many at once, began at last to set me straight. The mysterious music sometimes emerging from my flute both delighted and surprised me. I took a sideways satisfaction in that here the jets were too high for their sound to reach me. The quiet repetition of that empty phrase helped settle my breathing and clear my mind. I noted drowsily that the shouts and laughter of the playing children did not disturb me at all. I saw that from a great enough distance, the ugly roar of heavy traffic faded to a soothing hum. I nodded, saying nothing, until, at last, even they had finally heard themselves for quite long enough. I turned ever so slowly to the surrounding silence, so very pregnant with everything all at once. At last things maybe even began to sound like the rest of my life really should have always been.